Hi. It's Deanne Riendo here, Rose Hope International. Today we're going to be talking about grace and the role of grace, how we can embody grace, which will obviously help us move through so much of what's happening in the world right now. Hello, happy day to all of you. It's another beautiful day in Alberta, Canada. And here we are in September of 2021. And, lots of lockdown talk, lots of vaccination talk, and a lot of people who are done, fed up. And so I might be one of those people too. I'm kind of tired of it, but it is the way that it is. And so we must respond to whatever is happening in a way that honors us and honors the people that we love as best we can. And so I wanted to get on here today to talk a bit about how can we move through this in a way that allows us to have the joy and the abundance and not get caught in the fear, because that's, a really big thing going on right now, right? This fear plague, I like to call it the fear plague. And so I want to talk about a couple things. First of all, loving what is. There's a beautiful book by Byron Katie. Some of you might know it. And she has this book called Loving What Is. And she's got amazing programs to do what she calls the work. This can really change your beliefs and your thinking about certain things. So I highly recommend, if you're really struggling with your thinking around what is happening and feeling such resistance, I suggest you pick up the book, Loving What Is by Byron Katie. There's something really magical when we can begin to shift our thinking around what's going on. And so it really does come back to our thoughts and our beliefs, and really asking ourselves the question of, like, is how I'm thinking about this really true? It doesn't feel good, so is it really true? And if we can get to the bottom of that and understand that maybe what we're thinking isn't exactly the truth for us, maybe there's another way to look at this, then it takes away that energy of resistance, right? Because when we are resisting things, we cannot receive the value of them. When we resist our political figures, when we resist the mandates coming in, we actually cannot receive the value or the learning. And I know that this is a bigger topic than what I have time to share today, but the point being is that we can disagree with what is happening. We can disagree with mandates, with vaccines, whatever, or we can disagree with the people that are unvaccinated. It doesn't matter. We can disagree with those people, but we can still accept. There's a difference between agreeing and acceptance. And when we can accept what is happening, then we can start to receive the value from it. Now, without going into too much more detail about that, in order for us to receive the value, there is a certain level of grace that is required. And so grace is actually what I want to talk about today. It's the theme of what I want to talk about, because grace exists simply by our awareness of it. Okay, I'll say that again. Grace exists simply by our awareness of it. Grace becomes so because we recognize, we know it exists. And it's one of those things, it's like happiness and joy, that's innate within us. Our divine purpose is innate within us. It's already given to us, just like grace is already given to us. It's just that we forget that it's there. And it is there. And so my invitation to you today, as there always is one, is to explore what grace means to you, as well as to increase your awareness of grace. And this is a practice that I have been doing for several years now. And it works really well with kids, by the way, when things are getting kind of overwhelming or crazy. I take a deep breath and I say, grace is present to myself. And as soon as I do that, it's like this magical energy comes in and just voila, like that, the grace is there and I can embody the grace and I can respond with grace. And so how can you respond with grace? And can you increase your awareness of grace? Because as soon as you increase your awareness of grace, it starts to embody you. And from that grace, we can exude our light, we can shine our love, we can find those places of joy and comfort in that. And so, what can grace be for you? What can it do for you? And that's my invitation for you today, is to think about grace and how it can play a vital role in your joy, in your manifestation, and all the wonderful things that life has to offer. So, blessings of grace to all of you, and I wish you a most wonderful, magical day. Bye for now, everyone.